My name is Thomas Marion. I have a mental illness they call schizophrenia, and it's been a long journey in my recovery from mental illness, and I'm in recovery for drugs and alcohol. I attend 12-step programs pretty much on a daily basis to keep myself clean and sober. I live on a provincial disability, or social assistance as you'd call it, and I'm sort of in a dilemma because my medication is about several thousands of dollars a year, and if I go out and get gainfully employed in a full-time job, I lose my Social Security as far as medication coverage is concerned. I know today that life is about a lot of choices, and I made a lot of the wrong choices in life. I smoked a lot of marijuana from the age of about 15 or 16 right to the age 28, and I lived to use and used to live until finally I came to the conclusion that I had to stop getting high. And no, I know we all smoked a lot, but the thing is that the difference between a teenager just dabbling in drugs and somebody that uses it until they get old, I'm an addict. Yeah, I'm a 31-year-old man that is in recovery and live clean and sober. I can't hang around with people that are still in active addiction because they'll get me high and drunk before I get them sober or straight. And I'm thankful today that I have a good circle of friends. All my friends that I hang around with are from 12-step programs, and I know today that I have to lighten up and like myself just the way that I am. I've learned over the years of a mental illness like schizophrenia that you have these things called delusions, and there's no way to tell for certain where the truth ends and the delusion starts. And schizophrenia, if not treated, is just as serious of an illness as if you had a physical illness. I know myself, when I first got really super ill when I was 21, I thought the mafia was out to kill me, and and I was certain of it. I know today that them were just delusions, and I try to help other people that have mental illness because I know that I can't get too caught up in my own thoughts or my own ideas, that I have to help other people to feel better about myself. And I lived for 2 years in a small option home, which is basically a house in the city where about 3 or 4 clients each have their own room, and there's a live-in superintendent, a live-in they call it. And I used to feel ashamed of where I came from and who I am, but I don't regret the past anymore. I met a lot of good people, and I've always had a faith in God. I feel that as we would call God, a lot of people call God in 12-step programs, they call it a higher power. And there's definitely something that's been looking after me all these years. Fuck, every woman that I ever had a chance with, I've neglected to. It was almost like the seed was planted and the seed sprouted, but I neglected to water it and give it fertilizer. That's my relationships with women. Like, I had this woman that I could have got with, her name was Sylvia. I know she wanted me to give her the bone, but I was too naive to know that at the time. I got this issue, like that girl that I told you I liked that lives out in Spryfield. I could have been with her, but I blew it. Because I was telling her I thought I was gay just to try to make... my intention was to make her relax and not think that I wanted to get in her pants by saying something like that. But she took me seriously and thought, well, I don't want him, he's a queer. And then you get a girlfriend or a wife and have kids, and then that bothers me, Brian. Because there's women I had a chance with that have a child, but I don't feel I feel like the man in a family needs to be a breadwinner. You know what I mean? I'd still like to pursue a relationship with her, but she'll work for 2 weeks and take home $800 or $900 and go put it in the VLT machine. Now let's just say we moved in together, got an apartment together, and I had a job or something. Is she going to put both of her paychecks in the poker machine? I don't think she was the right one for me anyhow, but Sylvia's mother said. Whether you decide to buy a Big Mac or buy a can of soup, it has a huge impact in your life. Do I buy this can of soup or do I buy the Big Mac? I'm a consumer. We all are. $12,000 and under a year, we're all just consumers. Aren't we? We're not rich, we're not entrepreneurs, we're not business people, we're just common Joes. Aren't we? I have this fear that when I'm working, even when I was working at Wendy's, I feel like I'm not giving the employer their money's worth. I want to start making money, lots of money. Not that I'm greedy, it's just it's nice to have money. It's nice to go to Subway rather than go to the soup kitchen. It's nice to go to Wendy's, it's nice to buy stuff that you want.